Welcome to pattern making class. This is Annette Julie, and today we are working on our jacket block draft. We just traced off our front and back torso on a set of goalposts. We transferred all of our darts, front and back, and our necessary notches. And now we're going to go ahead and finally do some manipulation. So in order for this to turn into a jacket, we want to make this larger than the torso. So on the side seam, front and back, you can add to the side seam. You can add either 3/8 front and back or 1/2 inch front and back. So I'm going to start with 1/2 inch. I'll make mine a little bit looser fitting. So look, I'm going to make little short marks with my ruler here on the curved edge. And I've gone out 1/2 of an inch. And then as I get to a straight line, it's very easy for me to trace off that 1/2 of an inch. That was our back side seam. Let's go ahead and start working on our front side seam. So we have short little lines because we're going to connect our curve later with the curved ruler. We're coming up towards the waist, and then it starts to go straight. So we can use our straight edge ruler and draw a solid line. And this is not seam allowance. This is making this draft larger. Then we're going to come back. Get a nice curve. And look, I copied this from 15 up, so go ahead and flip that. Oh, let me make sure this is a little bit tighter. There we go. Flip it. Use the matching 15 on the other side. Here at the waist, you can soften that a little bit. So we've completed our side seams by bringing these out 1/2 inch. Okay? And like I said, you have a choice. You can bring them out just 3/8 if you want a slimmer fit. Now let's come over here to our armholes. Let's square off a line at the bottom of the armholes. And let's drop them. Bring these down 1/2 inch. Front and back, the same exact amount. Okay, and later we're going to connect a curve that comes up here, but that's going to come out a little bit because we're going to make it also larger in the shoulder. So sometimes if I'm working in a small space and I finished the bottom portion of the manipulation, I'll fold my paper so I can just deal with the top. Look, we've gone down 1/2 inch, front and back at our armholes. Okay, this is our side seam armholes. I'm going to bring out my dart legs into that 1/2 inch. So now we're going to deal with the rest of the armhole and the shoulder portion. So at the low point of the shoulder, we're going to go up 1/4 of an inch. This is the same, front and back. We're also going to go up at the high point of the shoulder 1/8 of an inch. Again, exactly matching front to back. This is our back, that's our front. So we've gone up 1/8, we've gone up 1/4. This is the high point of the shoulder. This is the low point of the shoulder. We did the same thing for the back. Up 1/4, up 1/8. This is the high point of the shoulder. This is the low point of the shoulder. Okay? Now we're going to work on opening our neckline. And we'll connect all these lines in a little bit. We're going to go down 1/8 of an inch at our center front. Draw a straight line for at least, I'd like to go for at least like 3/8 to 1/2 of an inch if you possibly can. We're also going to open up the neckline. So here I don't have a complete little right angle. Remember, I was trying to fill that in with my ruler. So let me draw a nice little right angle to go from. Now I'm going to open up my neckline 1/8. So I would do that as well around the whole neckline. We've got to rotate around, open this up by 1/8 of an inch. We're working on our front. We'll come back with the curved ruler and connect that. At the low point of the shoulder, we'll also be extending this 1/4 of an inch. So we can connect our straight line in the front. We've gone down 1/8, and we've also gone in that 1/8 of an inch too. We've opened up our neckline. Let's use our curve ruler. I'm going to flip that ruler to capture that curve correctly. Now, we're not committing to the front armhole, but it is going to be dropped down, and then it's going to come out. It's going to look something like that. Okay, let's go to the back and finish up the back. We're doing the same amount of corrections here. The same exact ones. We're going to go down that 1/8 of an inch at the center back neckline. Also, at the high point of the shoulder, we're going to open up that neckline 1/8. So let's make small, little 1/8 of an inch short lines here, 1/8 of an inch away from our edge. There we go. Let's take our curve ruler. That looks good. Let's take our straight edge ruler. And now we're going to extend our shoulder at the low point, 1/4. And now we're going to connect our shoulder. But here we've gone up 1/4 and here we've gone up that 1/8 of an inch. What happens here in the middle? It can be right between 1/8 and 1/4. Three 3/16. Let's connect. And I've gone up 3/16. Let's bring that dirt. Legs right up into the shoulder. We would have our notches. And then we have the armhole to work on. Like the front, the back has been extended and dropped. So we're going to pretty much run that line parallel, and then down here at the bottom, scoop that in. I quite often like to freehand this line and sort of use my hand as a little compass to draw it. Then I'll come back with my hip curve or my other form of a curve ruler and go ahead and fill this in. But I'll get to do that once I balance things. So right now we have a rough estimate of what we would like our armholes to look like. And we're going to continue on with that balancing of our armholes in our next video. I'm Annette Julie, and I look forward to seeing you.